Hey y'all, how y'all doing? So this is Netflix earnings. I am on the 5 minute. Um, we can see that candle went up. All I did was kind of create a channel here. I actually did it on the higher time frame, and I was a little late to the party, so you didn't get to see the candle being formed like I intended. I'm actually on the 15 minute. I'm gonna drop to the 1 minute because that's what we really want to see. So that was after hours. I just want to lighten that a little so we could see it. But we're basically in this tight consolidation range. And I have another level here. So this actually went up there and tested the top of the range. Let's see if we test the bottom of the range. And don't forget, I am on the 1 minute. So this is when market close. Here's 401. We are in 402. And in 20 seconds, 403. Now, I don't know if they've actually reported yet. It's interesting they decided to have earnings the day before Good Friday. The market's actually closed tomorrow, so it will not open. The futures market will not open again until Sunday, 6 p.m. New York will not open until Monday morning at 4 a.m. So this is going to be interesting. We may not even see the full play out of this until Monday. Um, People are gone. So we shall see. And we have this up here. We can see Netflix will report Q1 earnings Thursday after market. Forecast of $5 per share, 10 billion in revenue, up from last year. So that was the expectation. So we're up. We're moving quite a bit, but we're up right now, almost $10. So now I'm going to say we are kind of trading in this little range. And that's roughly about a $10, $12 range right there. So, like I said, not too sure anything's going to happen. Major, we'll see. Um, Let me look at another screen. It says 4:05 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So it is now 4:05. So let's see here. So we definitely have a lot of movement, but Nothing too exciting yet. I don't know, guys. We've got a few more minutes. I was only planning on giving it 10 minutes. So if this was the excitement, the body of that candle was $11, and we have went into basically tight range trading. But if I was to pull this back, okay, we're getting to move up. Now this is the 1 minute. This is from 12 o'clock today. We basically have been in this range. Um, this takes us all the way back to Wednesday, 11:03 a.m. So we are getting to move up $16. Now I don't have levels above this because literally I just did those levels of where is price trading right now. But somebody might be liking what they're saying. It is now 4:08 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And say this look like it may go down. We'll see. And we may have to wait or not. So while we're waiting, I'm actually going to try to find the beginning of the week. Oops. It's a little hard to find, but we're just going to go ahead and pull this back because this is kind of where it all started. So ever since Tuesday, 10 a.m., we have basically been in the same spot. Now, obviously, it is moving, but I'm on the 1 minute time frame, and as we can see, it has been in the same spot once we got to Tuesday. This is not the exact 4 a.m. It's 30 minutes. Kind of having a hard time finding it. Yeah, I don't know why it's coming at 4:26, but yeah, we've been in the same area. And if I want to, so we have broken that high twice and haven't been able to close above it. So it's now 3:11, excuse me, 4:11 p.m. Eastern Time. This 993.83, which is this top line, is kind of the resistance, some kryptonite up there. If it can push up, potentially keep going. Um, I did not look left to see what areas could be up there. Like I said, I literally just did a couple little, this is where price has been trading. And it's interesting because initially price was still staying in the consolidation that it's been in since Tuesday. So, this is Netflix. I mean, we're up $20. That's definitely a nice little run up there. The question will be, will it hold? Um, so that is that. And I will see you guys a little later. Have a good one. Hey, y'all. So I have come back and I'm going to do everything in one video. I was going to make a separate one, but we just going to go ahead and do it in this video. So I'm giving you an update to the first video that I made that was on April 8th about Netflix earning. And so in there, I told you that this was a head and shoulders pattern and that I was looking for price to come down and fill at some point this gap, not necessarily for earnings, but to fill this price gap. So this was another earnings where price had jumped up significantly, about 50 points, and then kept going. In the video, and we're gonna just move over here because you see the head and shoulders, and just in case we have a left shoulder, a head, a right shoulder, a break, usually you get some kind of pullback and then a fall. And so I said in the video, this was the day I made the video. I was looking for price to pull back into this level or potentially this level. And then I was looking for a fall at some point. So we did get the pullback into those levels. And on the day that I recorded, this is where price, I'm gonna make this actually red and a little thicker. So at the time of the video, price was 904.32. And you can go back to that original video and watch. I know because I saw it on the chart. So we were at 904.32 when I made that original video. And when the market closed, we were at 973.04. So from the time I made the video until now, we did move up roughly $70, and now we are up another 50. So almost as much as it rose in 9 days, we have actually rose in um 23 minutes since earnings. So almost half of that. And you can't see it because I'm on the day. When I go down to the 4 hour, you'll see where we are for earnings. So I'm going to go down to the 4 hour and we are going to look. So this was our April 8th video here. And we had a pullback, then we came up, and this was the price. So when I made the video on the 8th, and I don't remember the exact time, um because I did my video on the day, but we saw we got a pullback. We came up to this level, which was where I was looking for price to come to. We got a pushback. This is where price was when I recorded. Then we actually pushed up to this level one. Now, level one is where we've been holding since this day, which was Tuesday, April 15th, which is this current week. Today is April 17th at 4:24 p.m. Eastern. So on Tuesday, once we broke up past this level, which was the level I gave you on the video, we have been consolidating there mainly for the whole week. Its price has been holding that level. And in one of the videos, I told you to, if nothing else, watch the videos and check my levels and see are they valid. So here we can see, because price was way over here, we can see price was struggling to get above this level one, this level I had in the video, which I gave you 938.04. So it tried once, twice, three times, four times, five times before it finally broke through. So that's a good level. And then here we pushed right through, but then we held it one, two, three, four. Um, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 days basically. From when I made the video. So even though it broke through, it held that level. So, and nothing's like perfect. I'm not looking for perfection. What you're looking for is price holding those levels, or somewhere near the levels we've drawn. So far we have, now we're up $44. So, um, I'm going to look left. So this is what I'm interested in. This is, I think, maybe all time high. And let me check. Gonna go back to the higher time frame. Yes, this is all time high. And I'm gonna drop back down to the 4 hour. So this is going to be interesting. Um, Levels up here, right around here. I'm gonna make this here. There's a level I'm looking at, and then basically the all-time high because we're almost there. So I'm gonna put this date on here of this was, I'm gonna even put the time. April starts with an A, not a S. So this was April 17th, 4:26 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's when we added that particular line. And then we have our all-time high. So as of right now, looking at this being a head and shoulders, this is considered a failed one because we did get a break, we pulled back, but we actually kept going. So the levels, like I said, if we break here and if we break the high, that's going to be interesting. So I would actually have to work some magic to find out the levels above that high, of where we could be potentially going. One of the ways is every 5 points, 10 points. So here I have 1065, so 107, 1070, 1075, 1080, like that, every 10, 75, 85, 95. So those are just psychological levels you can use to help you. But yeah, so earnings, we have jumped up $42 so far. Tomorrow is Good Friday, so the market will not be open. So the market will not open again until Monday at 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we'll probably see this move up even more. I would not be surprised. Um, but yeah, as of now, this was a failed head and shoulders attempt. It ended up basically going on back up and keeping going. If it breaks the all-time high, it's a good chance you may see a movement like this, and then it keeps going higher. So I'll make that a little bit more visible. I toned it down. And remember, I'm not saying these are levels, I'm just saying price movement. So if we actually make it from here and break above, I'm looking for some type of break, maybe a pullback and keep going higher before we actually come down. So that's if it breaks that all-time high. That's the type of price movement I'm looking for. Now it will eventually come back down. I'm definitely not saying it won't. Um, but that's potentially the movement. Or it could be price comes up and then it breaks and comes on back down. So it could be like that. And then you have a down move like that. So it could be a similar move like that. So I'm going to hide those and leave them, and we can come back to them later. But right now, we're up a nice cool 43 bucks on Netflix. I did add, in my Robbing the Hood app, I have a call and a put that I added in my watch list, which is a great way to see how your options would have played out for earnings and if it's worth you trying to trade them. Um, and I'll post that a little bit later. But I did want to give you this update on the Head and Shoulders, which is technically now a failed Head and Shoulders. and prices moving up on Netflix earnings. So there is your update. You guys take care and have a wonderful Easter, and I will see you next time.